Yo, what up, YouTube? Tony Dubz here, and yes, I'm going to talk about DOFive, the reverse jackass of the internet. Well, he's a jackass for sure. I'm talking about the TV show, where Bam Margera would pick on his parents, Well, this guy picks on his kids, and at least he's not beating the shit out of him like Bam did to his dad. But there are some videos that have now magically been removed from their channel that show him hitting one of the kids named Cody pretty hard on the arm. And then there's another one where he drops him face first onto a shelf. But so they terrorize their kids. They have 5, which is, the name, Daddy of 5. They terrorize the kids and put them through hell. Throw them into states of mental panic attacks, breakdowns. And then, at the end of the video, they're all, it's just a prank, man. You need to lighten up, kid. Their kids are having, mental fucking episodes. Just total breakdowns on camera while they're yelling at them because they sprayed invisible ink on the floor. So the parents sprayed invisible ink on the floor and blamed it on the kids and are yelling and cussing at them look, I don't care if you cuss at your kids. Lord knows I have a potty mouth and I have 2 young nephews who I've cussed around. I don't cuss at them. I don't yell at them, but and I know plenty of parents, it's 2017. Let's use the current year argument. It's 2017. Parents are edgier these days than they were in the past. People cuss. Who cares about that? But when you're yelling, when you're like, who the fuck did this? What the fuck are you doing? That leaves an impression on a kid, man. That is strong shit. But then at the end of all that, you've got the kid having a nervous breakdown, freaking out because he's getting in trouble for something he clearly didn't do. And then you're just going to go, it's a prank, bro. Fuck you. Fuck you. And then they make the terrorized kid do the outro of the video. Please subscribe, like, and blah, blah, blah. All while tears are rolling down their face. Their face is red because they're so they've been crying and being mad. And it just, I would say watch some of these videos, but at the same time I say don't. Because don't give these people any more money, number one. Number 2, he removed them all. And number 3, I wouldn't want anybody to see what these kids go through, honestly. And if you've ever been abused yourself, it's going to hit twice as hard. They put up this video whenever all this stuff started coming out about them, how the kids are cool with it. They approve all the videos before they go online and all this stuff. And it seems so forced. The dad's clearly a manipulator. He's coaching them along the way. The moms know better. Now, Cody is really cool, and he seems like he could be a really smart kid if given a chance. Cody seems like an awesome fucking kid. His sister probably is too. But here's the kicker. Those 2 kids do not belong to the woman that's in his videos. That's their stepmother. The other 3 older kids, I think they're all older, are her kids. The kids that pick on Cody and his sister. God, I think her name's Emma. I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. But those kids constantly pick on them, and they fucking videotape it and laugh at it and put them through all this trauma and then put it online, and 763,000 people love it. Fucking love it. Let's check this out real quick here about him talking about Cody, who has a oppositional defiant disorder, not getting to go to Disneyland because he didn't earn it, because he was bad. Actually, let's go to the beginning. Let me show you a little bit here. This will piss you off. I mean, look, remember, he has pulled down most of the videos where they pick on Cody really bad and where they play a prank on him and he gets hurt and he cries and all this stuff. But this is still pretty bad right here. Let's just check this out real quick.
Going to Nan's because Cody was bad and didn't earn going to Disney, which sucks.
So they're coming to Nan's?
Penny's whimpering.
Yeah.
She's like, no, please.
Hey.
All right, so if you didn't catch that, Cody is going to his grandmothers and grandfathers for I guess the weekend or the week or whatever, while his family goes and has a grand old time at Disney World. Like, do you understand how major that is to a kid? Look, I went to Disney World twice in my life. I don't remember the first time all that well because I was really little. I was probably like 4 years old or something. Yeah, I think I was 4 exactly. Then I went again when I was 12 or 13, somewhere along in there. So I was a little bit older than Cody here, but I know that feeling. Just from the first time I went to Disney World and was exposed to what that is. Every year between 4 and 13 or whatever, 12 or 13, I thought Disney World every summer. Every summer, because that's when we went. It was summer. I felt like it was a summer vacation kind of thing to do. You're off school, you take a trip down to Florida, go to Disney World. Every summer, I thought, man, maybe this will be the summer I get to go back to Disney World. Oh, I want to go to Disney World so bad. Disney World was so fucking awesome. I don't know if I said fucking. I started saying fuck when I was like in 4th grade, so maybe. But yeah, it's like so fucking awesome. Disney World, kids love that shit. It's like the holy grail. It's the Mecca for every kid is Disney World. That's where you want to make it to. This destroyed Cody's world. I guarantee it. That's abuse on a whole other. Even if that kid didn't have a disorder, it was acting bad, he should still get to go to fucking Disney World. I'm sorry, he should. You can punish him when you get back. Ground him from the Xbox or the PlayStation or whatever after the vacation. That shit'll still, suck. Like when he gets back and he's like, I can't play PlayStation, I can't play Xbox. Oh yeah, because I was bad before Disney World. And he's going to remember what he did and he's not going to do it again. But this kid has a disorder that makes him do shit like this. He has oppositional defiant disorder, which DSM-5 is there. Here's the criteria. Includes at least 4 symptoms from any of these categories: angry and irritable mood, argumentative and defiant behavior, or vindictiveness. Gotta have a hard time with that word. So let's look at some of these things that you can check off. What would it say? At least 4 symptoms from any of these categories. So let's see. Often loses temper, is often touchy or easily annoyed by others, is often angry and resentful. Well, let's just look at those. Probably. I mean, the kid is tortured every day. But even if it wasn't, I'm just saying, so you had to have one in that category. Then the next one is often argues with adults or people of authority, often actively defies or refuses to comply with adults' requests or rules, often deliberately annoys people, often blames others for his or her mistakes behavior. Now, this category alone, and actually there's at least one in each one, so I'd say the dad too. Especially those last 2 right there. Often deliberately annoys people. Obviously, they do that. They have a whole fucking YouTube channel devoted to it. Blames others for his or her mistakes or behavior, or misbehavior, rather. Let's see here.
Wait.
Did you just hear that? His nasty, shit-ass wife just burped on camera. I mean, look, I don't care if girls burp or whatever, but it's even when guys burp, it's fucking nasty. Come on, dude. Okay, anyways. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be mean. Like, I don't want to say, like, I don't want to make fun of the wife for being a nasty ogre. But at the same time, I can't have any compassion for these people. I don't have anything nice to say about them, really. So anyway, let's check this out.
Because he's not going.
Whose fault's that?
It's his fault. But
It's his fault that he's not going to Disney World. It's the kid's fault for having a disability, for having a mental disorder that makes him act out. And even if he didn't have this disorder, like I said, he should still be allowed to go on the family vacation. Well, shit, maybe he's better off that he doesn't. Honestly, seeing how these people are, but still, it's Disney World, man. Fucking Disney World to a kid that's fucking awesome. And because he did some bad shit, I think. Well, let's check it out. Let's look.
I'm still pissed off about it, babe.
So be pissed off at him?
No, I wanted to take it.
Okay, well, I don't want to take him.
What a fucking
I love the
cunt.
boy, but I don't want to take him because he's bad at shit and he's going to make everyone miserable the whole time.
What? He's gonna make everyone miserable the whole time. Like, these people don't understand. Like, that right there tells me that they don't understand their kid's disability, that they don't understand this disorder. And now look, I know a lot of people don't believe in these mental disorders like this. I happen to believe that there's some weight to it. But, even if you don't believe, like, different kids need different kind of treatments. Some kids are more sensitive than others. Some are more, some get triggered easier by being yelled at. You got to kind of know the parameters of your kid and parent them as such. Whenever I see Cody, I don't see a kid that needs to be yelled at. I see a kid that needs to be talked to. He's a very smart little kid, especially when he talks. Like, you can't yell at a kid like that. You have an eye-to-eye conversation with a kid like that, and you tell them what they did was wrong, and you tell them why it was wrong, and you punish them in some way. But you don't exclude them from big family activities like Disney fucking World. Yeah, that's not even like, I wasn't even going to talk about this because so many people are, but I decided, since I finally, because I'm late to the game on this, and I was just going to let it go because I didn't have an opinion that nobody else had, really. I don't even know if this is one. I mean, of course, it's not going to be an opinion nobody else has, but stuff that I was saying on YouTube. But I think I got something now because I just found an interview that was done with Cody and the younger sister's real mother. Because, yeah, most people think that this woman on this video that does these videos with this guy is their mother. But no, she's not. She's the stepmother. And the 3 older kids in the videos that pick on Cody all the time are her kids. So the mother talks about how supposedly this woman that Michael's married to now, I guess they're married. I don't know too much about the channel, but I'm guessing they are. Forged some documents to get her kids taken away, to get them full custody. Now, is that possible? Sure. It's possible. I don't know, like, I'm not gonna just jump on the bandwagon and say that the mom's telling the truth and that that she's on the up and up just because of the fact that they're abusing these kids, and I would rather them not be in that home. But I'm not saying because I don't want them in that home, that doesn't mean that they automatically need to go back to the mother. Because in my mind, something's got to be going on here. For them to be in a household that bad, for that guy to get full custody of those kids, do you know how biased the courts are in this nation against fathers? I'm not going to go on some men's rights activist kick here because I'm not an MRA, but it's kind of true, man. I've had a lot of friends that have been screwed over by the court system who should have gotten custody of their kids or kid because the mother was a piece of shit, but they didn't because the mother always gets the kids pretty much most of the time. Now, she does say that she has bipolar and she's on medication for it, and she had some brain damage when she was a kid. Again, none of these things are telling me that she should have kids, but also I'm saying he doesn't need to have kids either. But okay. So she's bipolar, but with medication, but supposedly a doctor said she was good and she was able to take care of kids and all that. Okay, so that's cool. But she claims that the judge she had in this case, in this custody case, was biased against women with bipolar. That he was very tough on custody cases when the woman involved was diagnosed as bipolar, and what just based on that alone decided the kids should go with the father. Now, I'm not saying that didn't happen. I'm not saying that's not possible. It very well could have happened. It probably did, for all I know. Maybe it did. All sympathy to the mom, because it must suck to have your kids taken away, even if it's something, especially if it's something you didn't want to happen. Like if you actually enjoy being a parent and I love having your kids around, but she seems like she loves her kids. I don't have any reason to doubt that. To have them taken away, it's gotta suck. It's gotta really suck. I just don't know if she should get them back. I feel like there's got to be more of a reason besides she has bipolar that her kids are staying with this abuser. And they talk about in the interview how the cops, they live in Maryland, Daddy of Five and his kids do, and the stepmother, they all live in Maryland. And apparently she got Child Protective Services involved in Maryland, I guess, because she saw some of these YouTube videos a while back. And the courts, or the CPS in Maryland, said that what he's doing to those kids, mentally abusing them, egging on the siblings to physically abuse them, stuff like this, it's all fine. It's corporal punishment or something. You know, that it's not considered child abuse or whatever. So Maryland, if this is true, has some fucked up child abuse laws. Honestly, that's crazy. Because clearly, again, I wish I could show you some of the videos, but they've been taken down. Totally abuse. I mean, Cody getting slammed to the ground by his brother, being held down, wrestling for sure. But, you know, when the kid's telling the other kid to stop and the dad's sitting there filming it, you know, laughing at it. I mean, come on, dude. And then the dad, struggling with Cody, picks him up and drops him face first onto a shelf, you know, punches him in the arm while they're working on some school project. And there's dozens of other instances, but they've all been taken off. I can't download any of the videos, but I'm sure they're mirrored somewhere. Somebody has them. Everybody saves everything on the internet. Nothing. If you delete something off the internet, here's a tip for you, Michael. If you delete something off the internet, it don't go anywhere. All you've done is given somebody else the power to upload it themselves and get all the hits. So you probably should just left all that shit up, just to get that last little burst of money before your channel gets shut down. Actually, he was probably removing them because YouTube had already removed 2 of these quote prank videos because they deemed them as abuse. So anyways, back to the kid's biological mother. You know, in the interview, she sounds, you know, like a nice lady, you know, but she also sounds like she has some mental problems herself, and she admits so as much that she does. And yes, she may be on medication, but you know, she has brain damage from as a kid, and then also on top of that has bipolar. And look, I'm sympathetic, I'm empathetic because I have mental problems of my own. Nobody's perfect, you know. I have my own issues. I'm not gonna lie. That's just not my style. I'm upfront about everything, you know. So I understand. But again, my question is, do we need to be signing petitions because they made a petition? The biological mother, I think her sister or somebody made a petition, and there's a GoFundMe page to get her the money to hire a lawyer, I guess, to start the process of getting custody or something. I didn't look at the page, but it exists. I saw the link to it. So, but there is a petition. I saw the petition. I considered signing the petition while I was listening to this interview. But again, I said, look, like, yes, the judge might have been biased against women with bipolar. He might have thought that the lady was too bad off mentally to care for kids, even though she claims her doctor said it was all good. That sounds a little weird to me. You know, something don't smell right with that, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. But even given that, the fact remains that she does have mental problems. You know, and again, I'm not saying that people with bipolar can't be parents. I'm just trying to figure this shit out. The name of my podcast is Chronic Confusion, so I'm just kind of sticking with that. This is just kind of flow of consciousness. I'm not even going to edit this video very much. So here's my second thing. She claims at one point in the interview that the stepmother had these documents forged that ended up being the catalyst to getting her kids taken away. Her kid, Cody, the boy, taken away. But then, sometime later, if I remember correctly from the interview, she says that then the daughter was coached by the father and the stepmother into telling a lie on the mother to go live with the father and stepmother.
They took Emma away without doing a proper investigation. Mike and Heather, when they had Emma for Thanksgiving, they snuck her back down here to North Carolina when I was up there visiting family because she was only up there for 4 days. and got Emma to tell her some bogus lie on me, saying I was abusing her and didn't have enough food in my house, and punched holes in the walls, and I was cutting myself. Sorry, which that's not true.
So that was like the second red flag for me, because like I remember being a kid in a household that I didn't feel safe in, you know. Well, I wasn't a kid. I was like 13, 14 years old. But, you know, kid still. I was in a situation in my home life that I was uncomfortable with, that was not very good for me mentally. And I wanted to get out. So I can understand that state of mind. I can understand that completely. However, a kid is not going to say that they want to live with one parent over the other unless there's a damn good reason. You know, now maybe Michael is a manipulator, and you know, he told her, he's like, because he has money rolling in from YouTube. I guess he had it. Actually, I don't even think he had money at the time from YouTube. I don't know. Maybe he just had money. Maybe he just had a good job. I don't know what the situation is. But they had to have had, in order for her to lie, in order for a little girl to not want to live with her mother, if she was, you know, if they truly had a great relationship at home, her and her mother, and it was a good home life and whatnot, in order for a little girl to lie on her mother like that, to get her taken away, to get her placed in her father's care permanently, that takes a lot of mental gymnastics to believe, for me personally, having been in a similar situation before. So I'm thinking, whenever I hear that, I'm like, well, hold up. Now, Michael might have manipulated, like I said, and been like, hey, you know, you have so many great toys here. You got a phone or a tablet or whatever, but you can only have that while you're here. I could see her being like, all right, I want to live with daddy. But when it comes down to being like, all right, well, you got to say mom abuses you, or you got to say that you don't feel safe there. You got to say this or that. I just don't see a kid taking it that far. Now they might, you know, depending on how they actually word it, depending on, like, you know, whatever. But I just don't see it. I just don't see a kid having no reason at all, you know, to actually make up a story just to get herself taken away from the custody of her mother and placed in the custody of her father. You know, because, I mean, honestly, if it was just a situation of that, she wouldn't have needed to tell a lie. All she would need to say is, I want to live with daddy. And the courts can take care of the rest. Especially if the dad has a stable income and has a place to live. That's pretty much, as long as you don't have a record, as long as, you know, whatever, you're not a junkie, you're not selling drugs that they know of, as long as you got a house and a stable job and no history of abuse or whatever, you're golden. If a kid says, I want to live with daddy, and all those parameters are in place, I'd say you have a pretty good chance of making it happen. But instead, she had to tell a lie and forge some documents and sign some papers and to go through all this process. And again, I'm not saying the mom's lying. I'm just saying I have to ask the questions because nobody else is asking the questions right now. Everybody else is just going with it. And look, again, I don't want this guy to have the kids either. I don't want Michael and Ogre Bitch to have the kids. No way. They don't need kids either. If this is the way they treat them, which again I can't. You can go watch Philip DeFranco's video. He does an awesome job. I'll put a link in the description below. He shows, you know, the videos because he got them while they were still up. But the stuff that they put these kids through, man, it blows my mind that it's gone on for as long as it has. Now here's the last thing I want to talk about before we watch a little bit of this video they put up today. 4 hours ago. They have 763,000 fans, subscribers on YouTube. That's insane. these are people that get off on seeing kids tortured, honestly. They're the same people that, like, sit around and watch the Jimmy Kimmel pranks on kids for, like, hours at a time and just think it's so cute and funny. Now, look, I think the Jimmy Kimmel stuff is pretty funny, but it's pretty innocent, too. You know, it's not as bad as this shit is. And the unfortunate thing is that Michael and his woman here actually happen to believe that they're not doing anything worse than what Jimmy Kimmel does, you know, with the Halloween candy and stuff like that. And it's much worse, trust me. You know, there's you're mentally scarring your kids for life. You know, yelling at them for doing something they didn't do, and you know they didn't do. Torturing, making them stay home from Disney World, you know, and breaking their tablet and driving them crazy, picking on them all the time. You know, that's a little more than just saying, "Oh, we ate your Halloween candy," and letting them cry for a minute and then showing them all the Halloween candy and making them smile. You know, that's a little different. But anyways, again, going back to the people that watch this shit, you are fucking sadist, or is it sadist? Whatever. You like seeing kids fucked with, and that's on a level I cannot respect. Now, look, maybe not every one of the 763,000, but for whatever reason, there are people out there, there are adults that enjoy this kind of thing. You know, that's why the Jimmy Kimmel thing is so popular, even though I don't really consider that in the same league as this. I didn't hear about this channel until this stuff started going down. And I was instantly like, God, I'm fucking glad I didn't. Because this stuff isn't on my radar. Like, I'm not going to look for a prank channel where the parents just sit around and prank the kids all day. Now, I might watch one where kids prank their parents because that's actually funny. It's punching up, you know what I'm saying? It's the kids, you know, finally getting one over on their parents to put them on timeout. Shit like that, you know? But I would watch that before I would ever even think about watching something like this channel. So it's just not even on my radar. But whenever I heard how big their channel was, I was like, ugh, there are really that many people that would watch this stuff? Number one, the videos aren't that good when you consider, you know, everything involved. I'm not just talking about the content, you know, the content makes them even worse. But, you know, the camera style and the way he acts and talks, like, he's not very charismatic. He's loud and annoying. He might have fucking oppositional defiant disorder him damn self, which I think he does. But again, I'm not going to psychoanalyze the guy, but it seems like he does. I've looked through the checklist and watched some of these videos, and it seems like there might be something there. It's very possible, you know, but there's something fucked up about you people that have been longtime subscribers and supporters of theirs and are now going out and defending them. And on top of that, will actually buy into this bullshit that we're about to watch.
What's up, Team DOFive? We just did an interview with Drama Alert.
Well, that's going to lend you a whole lot of credibility there, dumbass.
Keemstar. And he did a great job with the interview and stuff like that.
Sure he did.
He did a really great job, but I really feel like more needs to be said. I feel like I owe everyone more of an explanation.
Oh, I sense a massive hole digging coming up, folks. So put a tarp over your head because there's going to be a lot of dirt flying over. This man's about to dig a hole so deep.
In the video, he asked me if the videos were real.
Oh, yeah?
I tiptoed around it because I was scared.
Oh, you were scared, huh? Scared? Why don't you go watch some of those videos you deleted and look into the eyes of somebody who's actually scared? Your fucking kid, man. Your kid is terrified of you. He's so intimidated by you. And you just keep on and keep on. You're a piece of shit.
I was scared. But now
You're scared that you're about to lose a whole lot of money because your YouTube channel is about to take a shit. That's why you're scared.
Don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Videos are fake.
Oh, yes, the old videos are fake excuse. Now look, my first thought when I first saw the ink prank, the ink on the floor prank, was that the first thing I said was, "Is this a McJuggernuggets thing?" Because the ogre and himself are yelling, cussing at the kids, like overly fucking violently screaming at these kids for something they didn't do, which is like fucking crazy. And then, it's a prank, bro. But you can see, man, unless these kids are the best actors in the world, like number one, give Cody a fucking Oscar because he's earned that shit tenfold. And number two, put these motherfuckers in movies right now. Cody needs a starring role in a rebooted Home Alone series. I'm calling it right now. Book this kid. Let's get it going because he is the best fucking actor in the world. And the rest of the kids ain't too shabby either. So, yeah, I'm not buying it. Not one bit. I think Keemstar planted that idea in your head because I seem to remember they made a video the other day with the whole family around the kitchen counter and didn't say anything about it being faked in. Matter of fact, I think they were talking up how real it was and how this is just their family. I don't buy it. Sorry, dude. But I think you're grasping at straws. I think you see your YouTube channel slipping away. I think you see that golden ticket slipping out of your fingers, about to be flying through the air like a feather in Forrest Gump. You see it. It's about to go, buddy. Say bye-bye to the ad revenue, man. Better holler at Patreon. See what you can do, Michael. Put Daddy of 5 on Patreon if you haven't already. Look, dude. The jig is up. You're a shitty parent. I don't think you intentionally abuse these kids. I think you're too much of a fucking kid to even have kids. And the same goes for your wife. I think you're too immature. I think you're a piece of shit. You've probably got mental problems. And you shouldn't have kids because of all that. And again, I'm not so sure the kid's actual mom should even have them. But as long as she's not abusive, it would be better than you. So maybe she should. But again, I think we all need to take a step back and let the investigations happen. Because we don't know. We know what we see of them on the screen here. But so far of the biological mother, all we have is, an interview on a small YouTube channel, which, that doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm just saying, I hope it gets to the right eyes. I hope the right people see it. But at the same time, I think we need to not jump to conclusions. I'm not going to sign a petition to get the kids back to their mother when I don't know anything about her other than what she said in the interview. And what she said in the interview didn't sound all that great to me. I'm sorry. She might be a cool lady. She might be an awesome chick. She probably is. But I don't know that. I don't have that information. I know that she's got brain damage. I know she's bipolar. That's what I'm saying. We need to actually see what happens. I mean, I'll gladly sign a petition to fucking get the kids put into some kind of care, maybe with a grandparent or an aunt, something, a stable home of another family member that has the room to take them in until it can be determined if the mother is fit to take care of her kids. Because again, I'm saying kids don't just get given to the father, full custody, for no reason. And the whole papers being forged thing and the little girl lying on her mother, it all just doesn't add up. Now, I'm not saying that shit can't happen. I'm just saying it doesn't add up to me. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. I want to get through this. I'm going to get to the end of this pretty quick. So let's just watch a little bit more of this.
They're fake. They're over-exaggerated. Some video.
And can I just point out, this motherfucker, again, too immature to even have kids. Too dumb to fucking have kids. Family destroyed over false accusations. What the fuck is an accusation, motherfucker? Can somebody out there tell me what an accusation is? Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. We're gonna Google. I want to make sure I get it spelled right, so let me go ahead and highlight it here. Accusations. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm the stupid one. But let's just see. Paste and search. Well, showing results for acquisitions. So acquisitions is not a word. Oh, okay. Well, acquisition is an asset or object bought or obtained typically by a library or museum, or the learning or developing of a skill, habit, or quality. That doesn't seem to fit. Were you trying to say accusations? Maybe? Accusations? What is an accusation? Michael? Ogre? What is an accusation? Oh my God, dude. Why do these people have kids? That's all I'm saying. Just look at how they act on camera, even in the videos that are still online. Go watch the Philip DeFranco video. These people have problems.
Videos are scripted. Some they're just played out. The kids'
You have the most talented fucking kids in the world then, buddy.
ideas, we act them out. We
And we've said that. I mean, we've said it's their ideas.
Oh, shut up. God, I cannot stand her. I mean, I don't like Michael either, but I could probably stomach him just on this video by himself. But right now, I'm just feeling sick. Every time she talks, it gets worse.
said it's their ideas. I put in the video description for entertainment purposes only.
Watch me abuse my kids for entertainment purposes only, though. It's the fucking shit.
I categorize the videos as entertainment or comedy, something that I know. I've even used keywords a few times.
What are you talking about?
Use the word fake in the keywords.
Oh, you put a fucking fake in the keywords. Oh, well, that just makes it all the better. You wouldn't do that maybe because people like to search for fake shit on the internet. You know, like people will put in fake pranks and stuff like that on the internet. You don't put that a video is fake in the keywords. That makes no sense.
And stuff a few times. And I never really came out and said we were fake because I was scared to kill our YouTube channel. That kind of thing kills a YouTube channel.
Kills YouTube channel. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I don't believe you. Even if it is fake, you're fucking making your money off the backs of your kids. Now, I'm sure they reap the benefits. You know, they get cool toys and shit. But you're still exploiting your fucking kids. Even if it is fake, you're still putting them through this crap. Making them feel like it's a normal way people live.
My kids love the YouTube channel.
And we love our fans.
And we love
our fans. No, you love the ad revenue, bitch. Look at her. Oh, so pitiful. You love the ad revenue and the Twinkies they buy you, bitch. Go eat a ho-ho.
our fans. I didn't want to disappoint anyone. I didn't want to let anyone down. We just wanted to make videos for you guys.
Oh, they just wanted to make videos for you guys. They just wanted to make videos for us, everybody. That's all they wanted to do. They never wanted to abuse their mentally disabled kid, or whatever, however you say it. I think Cody seems cool as shit. You know, he might have a disability, a mental disorder, whatever they call it, but he seems like a pretty cool kid to me, and he doesn't deserve to get picked on the way he does. And it's heartbreaking to see him, especially at the end of the videos when he's all red-faced and just, cried out, tears just all over the place and panic attacks. And you see him at the end of the video, like and subscribe, please. It's like, God, you people suck. Come on, man. It's just, ugh. I don't want to hear this shit, man. You're crocodile tears. You're both pieces of shit. You shouldn't be parents. You're not even fucking adults yourselves. I mean, look, I'm not one to talk. I'm a big kid. I collect action figures. I play video games all day, I read comic books. I love comic book movies. Again, I fucking love action figures, man. I love statues, and I love decorating my house with all this childish shit. But I don't have kids, and I don't want kids. I like being a big kid. I understand that aspect. I wrap it up. You do what you got to do. But goddamn, man, you need to get your shit together, Michael. This shit is not very becoming on you, dude. Ugh.
And we truly appreciate the love and support that you guys, our real fans, have given us over the last few days with everything that's going on. And we're really sorry that we have to disappoint you and say that. I mean,
I'm sorry if we let you down. I'm sorry, but I mean, it is a YouTube channel.
And to the ones that really stick with us after this, you guys are awesome.
Ugh. Now look, again, I really don't want to say anything about people that watch this channel, because all 760 some odd thousand of them can't be lovers of child abuse, but I think a good portion of them are. Personally, I don't see the appeal. This stuff was never on my radar until people brought it to light. And I think that's why it hasn't been brought to light before now. Because unless you're specifically in to seeing videos about kids being tormented by their parents, you're probably never going to find a channel like this.
I'd rather lose my YouTube channel and all my revenue than lose my children.
Then shut down your channel. How about that? How about you go hit that delete button right now? Every video. Not just the ones where you're abusing Cody. Not just the ones that are a little too harsh. Take it all down. If that's how you really feel, put your money where your mouth is and go do it.
And then to lose my family. Right now we are under severe attack.
Oh, boo-hoo.
By all kinds of media. By the Franco guy and all that. He made a video about us, just steamrolling us. He never contacted me or anything.
He doesn't need to contact you. He doesn't.
Never asked me if anything was real or anything like that. He
didn't do anything. He fucking showcased your videos, gave his opinions on them, and that's it. He drew attention to you, and other people agreed with him that it was abuse, and that's when this happened. That's when this started to build. That's how this happened. You did this. Being a douchebag is what did this. Treating your kids like shit and putting it on camera on YouTube is what did this. All DeFranco did was drew attention to it. Yeah.
He never tried to interview me. He never researched nothing.
He doesn't owe you an interview, dude. He doesn't. He's allowed to say his opinion on shit. He didn't say anything for fact. He took video clips and he gave his opinions. That's all he did. He doesn't need to contact you for that.
He watched a few videos and boom.
And because of that video, we now have real danger coming our way.
Oh, boo. Is that like the danger that your kids feel like they're in on a daily basis because they're dealing with this torture? Is it like that kind of danger? No.
Somebody tried to run my wife off the road with the kids in the car.
Man.
We got death threats coming to us and everything.
Okay. Now, the internet's a shitty place, and the death threats probably happen. You know, I've gotten death threats before. You know, I'm not even that big of a YouTuber, but I've gotten them before in various places on the internet. So that happens to everybody, and especially whenever you have a channel like yours with pranks on kids, you're probably going to get a lot more, especially when it's a hot topic. So I believe that, but they're not serious. You probably should have just deleted them, you know? Nobody's going to kill you, dude. As far as the wife almost getting run off the road, I don't know, dude. Kind of not buying it. Not buying it at all. I'd need to see some kind of proof. Why wasn't there a police report made? Or if there was, why didn't you show it? You should probably think about that next time. Citation needed, motherfucker.
My kids are terrified. They can't go outside.
Because of you! Because of you, dude! Not because of anybody else. Not because of Philip DeFranco. Not because of Boogie. Not because of Mr. Repsion. Not because of Inside Edition. Not because of any news outlet. Because you put your kids on YouTube. You made them public figures. You made your family public figures. And on top of that, you filmed abuse. You filmed you harshly torturing, tormenting, putting your kids through crazy shit. And now that you're on the hot seat, you're going to come out and say it was all fake. It was just a prank, bro. It was all fake. Fuck you. You don't get to do that. Again, unless those kids are the greatest actors in the world. Fuck you. Oh my God.
I can't. I'm so scared for when they go back to school. This guy put us in huge danger. He put my kids and family in huge danger.
You. Take responsibility for your fucking actions, dude.
Over fake videos. Now maybe I should have came out sooner and said that they were fake or something.
Maybe you should have put a fucking disclaimer before the videos that said this is scripted or this is, whatever. Something more subtle than that. Instead of putting fake in the fucking keywords or what the fuck ever you said. Yeah, no. If you really wanted people to know that they were fake and didn't want to catch any flack for doing what you were doing, maybe you should have been more clear about it. You're a shitty parent. You're a shitty person. Get on with your life.
Something, but like I just said, my kids love this YouTube, and I did it for them.
Or do they love it because you tell them they love it? Which way does that go?
And I'm taking all this hate right now for them.
And they were begging us, please don't tell that we fake some of our videos.
They don't want to lose it.
They didn't say shit. I don't believe that. Maybe they did, but I don't believe it. That doesn't seem like something. Again, I don't know this family. Maybe their kids would say something like that. I just don't. I have a hard time believing anything these people say, especially now, like that they don't have the kids on camera. There was that other video where they did, and they were being very suggestive, leading the kids on to say what they wanted them to say. I want to get a video of an unbiased third party interviewing the kids. Surprise interview. Don't give the parents time to coach them up. Set them down and talk to them. Until then, I'm not buying this shit.
They don't want to lose you guys. I mean, we don't want to lose you guys, but
they don't want to lose the ad revenue. We don't want to lose the money. Look, this video alone has gotten 105,000 views. That's a good chunk of change. I mean, it's not a whole lot, but when you consider how many videos are on their channel, and I think they do daily videos, or close to daily, at least several times a week, maybe. They're making some money. They don't want to lose that money. That's what it is. And look, I understand it's their job. You know, they've gone full-time YouTubers as far as I can tell. Maybe not. But you got to deal with the consequences. If you're going to put up content like this, people are going to find it, and people are going to have a problem with it. And that's what happened. You can't blame Philip DeFranco or anybody else for drawing attention to it. You know, nobody told people to agree that it was abuse. People saw it and they came to their own conclusions. You're the one that put it up on the internet, dude. You're the one that filmed it. You can't blame anybody else for this but yourself.
They really have worked hard on this. This is their project. It's their thing they do.
It's their project to be tormented by you? No, it's not. You can watch the videos and see that this is all yours and his idea. You are the hosts of the blogs. You are the ones putting the cameras in your faces and the kids' faces and say, hey, welcome to today's show. Welcome to today's video. Today we're doing this. That's you. That's you. Your kids are too young to be messing around with YouTube on their own. So I get that. But still, you can tell. This is your thing. This isn't their thing. They just go along with it because it gets them toys and video games. And Cody's demeanor in most videos is just so telling. He doesn't want to be there. He's not a happy kid from what I've seen.
And we're going to continue to make videos.
If we're able.
We're going to
continue making videos.
Hopefully you won't be.
We might change up our style.
Look, we're no might. We're going to make things right.
Well, I hope so, buddy. But, I mean, look. Now, I've always been one, like, against people getting their channels taken away and stuff. But in this case, man, I've got to make an exception. I'm sorry. This shit is just ridiculous. It sucks if this is their only source of income. It really sucks. It's time to put in some applications, Mike. You know, but whatever the case, you can't allow this to go on just because you want a family to have an income. You know, you need to find a new income and stop this shit. You know, try doing new videos. Maybe people will stick around. I hope they do for your sake, for your family's sake. If you even get to keep the kids. You got to pay the bills. You got to put food on the table. But I have no sympathy for you. You dug this hole yourself.
We're going to make things right. And I want everyone to feel comfortable and know that these kids are safe. That this is all an act. These kids are safe. And I swear to God, if we continue making videos, you will see changes. There will be no more fighting. There will be no more hard pranks on the kids. There will be no more.
There shouldn't have been from the fucking start, dude. Gosh, man, you're such a fucking disingenuous piece of shit.
There'll be no more none of that. I'll just stick to the vlogs and stuff like that.
And one thing we really do have to touch on now, unfortunately, is we are a blended family. We thought that was common sense. We don't look at each other like that. Those kids are mine. Cody and Emma are my kids just as much as Jake, Ryan, and Alex are. And for us to have to say that because
breaks
now
our heart. We didn't want to say anything because we didn't want anyone to look at our kids differently.
What? I was about to stop this video, but damn, what the fuck? What? Nobody, this is 2017, bruh. Nobody looks at a family that has a stepmother or a stepfather any different than they do any other family. What the fuck are you even talking about? What the fuck is this hole you're digging, man? You're just making it deeper and wider, and just you're gonna end up in China by the time this video's over. Holy shit. I mean, I gotta get done with this. This video's gone on way too long, but this is just getting worse and worse. Oh my god, dude. Ugh.
and someone had some interview with the kid's biological mother, And, you know, it broke me down because they said, we have their real mother. I'm their real mother.
No, you're not. You're not. You're fucking not. Again, I don't know anything about the biological mother. She might be a piece of shit for all I know. And that's why I'm saying we need to wait before we go throwing our support behind somebody. If this is what these kids are going through on a daily basis, and they're not happy in this home, if they're being abused, if Cody is set down with an investigator and says, I'm not happy where I'm at, then he should go somewhere else. And his sister too, if that's what she wants. But I don't know if it's back to the mother, but I definitely don't feel right with them being with these two fucking crazies. You know, again, I don't know the full situation. I'm not there in their home 24/7. Maybe it's all right when the cameras aren't on, but even still, that abuse is still there. And it's on record. You know, it's on YouTube for the world to see for fucking ever. Who knows how long YouTube's going to be around? Who knows how long shit's going to be stored in the internet, you know, in the servers and in the hard drives all over the fucking world. You know, this shit is forever. You're immortalized when you're put on video, especially on a site like YouTube and with that big of a following. And especially now with all the controversy, even more eyes are on you. You did this, man. Both of you did this. I don't buy that I love them so much, so I'm their mother. She ain't their mother.
I saved those kids.
The real mother is the one who takes care of you.
And you have no idea what these kids have actually been through. When Cody first came here, his ambition in life was to hold a cup and collect change on the corner. That's what he thought he was worth. Now, he wants to be an actor.
He was a day and night difference with schooling over there than he is here. I mean, he has completely turned around and doing 110% better here than he ever was. I can't say too much about all of that due to legal reasons.
Exactly. We're not going to, because
I don't want any harm or hate put onto them. I think this world is big enough for everything to remain how it was, and they could just leave us alone. And we'll leave them alone.
And leave the kids.
And leave the kids alone.
Oh my God. Again, I've said this a million times, and I'm going to say it again. I don't know anything about their home life before or now. I don't know anything about that. That's why I'm saying we all need to wait for more information to come out. This would have been a perfect opportunity for you, dude. While the world's eyes are on you, to set some kind of record straight, instead of just fucking totally wash over the biological mother and the things she said. People are going to hear that interview, dude. And given the fact that you didn't give any information, but she did, most people are going to take her side. You know? So, congratulations. You just got a bunch of signatures on a petition. You just helped her get a bunch more. And probably some more money for a GoFundMe account. Honestly, you probably did. By not sharing some information on that side of the story. Because both sides of that story now need to be heard because that one side is out. And now again, I don't like these people. I don't know the mother, but, you know, again, I don't know her. It sounds to me like she may not be as fit as anybody else, you know. But anyways, I think I need to end this. But I'm just saying, look, whenever I saw those videos, again, I'll put the link in the description below to the Philip DeFranco video because he does a pretty good breakdown and he has some clips. I wish I could have gotten a hold of some of those videos to put in this video, but that's just how it goes. Watch the DeFranco video if you haven't already, and see the look in Cody's eyes. See his reaction. See how he has panic attacks. And is just distraught at the end of these videos. And if you think he's acting, maybe he is. When I see that, I don't see acting. I just don't. Now, maybe I'm just gullible. Maybe the kid's just a really good actor. But it just doesn't add up is what I'm saying. And I'm also saying that we don't need to jump to conclusions and say that the kids will be better off with the mom, because we don't know that. We can kind of surmise, we can kind of come to a certain agreement that they probably don't need to be in the house with these two people either. But to go back to the mom, I don't know. So go check out the interview with the mother. Go check out the Philip DeFranco video if you haven't seen it already. And I guess that's all I got. So there we go. Michael and whatever your name is, best of luck to you. If you're sincere, if you're going to change your ways, you know, all this stuff. Now, look, here's one thing I want to bring up before I do this, before I go. They talk about they're gonna change the way they do videos. They're gonna stop pulling pranks on the kids. Now, call me crazy here, but if the pranks were fake, and now they're admitting that they're fake, you know, I mean, technically, why not just keep doing them? If people enjoy watching them, even if they're fake, I mean, a lot of people probably won't even ever see this video. A lot of people may not ever even know this controversy went on. They might stumble across this channel one day and say, oh, cute, pranks on kids, let's watch it. You know, whether they're fake or not, they're not going to care. So why take them down? You've said they're fake. That should give you the pass right there. Right? So why take them down if they're fake? Leave them up. They're fake. They're entertainment. You said it yourself. Talk to YouTube. You know, go through the proper steps. Prove that they were faked, that they were staged, and just leave them up. You don't need to take them down if they're staged. If your kids are just acting really well, your kids are just great actors, put a disclaimer before the video saying this is all staged, or put it in the description. Call it a day. That's why I don't believe you. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please like. Talk to me in the comments below. What do you think about this whole controversy? Do you think the parents are abusers? Do you think they're just having some fun? Do you think people are overreacting or underreacting or whatever? Do you believe the mom's side of the story? What should happen? So talk to me in the comments below. And I guess I'm done for now. So go out there and do some cool shit. And watch out for the potholes. We'll see you in the next one.